Coming up on the AFN Europe Report.
We'll see what it takes to become aerosol qualified right here in Europe.
I feel like I've accomplished a lot in my life, but this will definitely be a milestone.
And we see how the recent soldier ride held in Germany is more than just an American event.
They taking great care on me.
Plus, recruits in the delayed entry program get an in-your-face taste of boot camp a little early. We'll explain.
Sir, what? Sir, training was reporting in his orders, sir.
Good evening and welcome to the AFN Europe Report. I'm Sergeant Tim Chatlis. The coveted air assault tab isn't worn by many in the United States Army, and getting it is no easy task. The 21st Theater Sustainment Command hosts an annual air assault school in Schweinfurt, Germany. Army Sergeant Benjamin Boggess shows us what troops must go through to become qualified to wear the badge.
The U.S. Army's Air Assault School is a 10-day course that is broken down into 3 separate phases. Students at the school learn everything from planning and preparing for sling load operations to the familiarization of the U.S. Army's aircraft and their capabilities.
I feel like I've accomplished a lot in my life, but this will definitely be a milestone up there with my master's degree.
The school has a very fast and challenging pace where soldiers must learn and demonstrate proper techniques used in sling load operations.
You have tests, you have 2 tests, you have a hands-on test, you have a 6-mile ruck march, followed by a 12-mile ruck march at the end. So it really pushes you in all aspects of being a soldier.
Those who are dedicated and are able to push themselves beyond their limits will finally earn the right to wear the coveted air assault wings.
It was a challenging course. Now knowing that I pushed myself and did all the requirements and got through the course and made it, makes me feel like I've accomplished a lot.
For the 21st Theater Sustainment Command, I'm Army Sergeant Benjamin Boggess, Schweinfurt, Germany.
Some may not even realize it, but the United States still has a military presence in Kosovo. Recently, the commander of Allied Joint Forces Command Naples, Admiral Samuel Locklear, helped transfer authority from one commander to another in the city of Pristina.
German Major General Erhard Draves assumed the role of KFOR commander from fellow German Major General Erhard Bühler during a change of command ceremony in Kosovo.
It's all about the KFOR and its presence, and such moments, it symbolize our work for the people here.
Commander of Allied Joint Force Command Naples, Admiral Samuel J. Locklear III was in attendance and received thanks from Bühler for his leadership and guidance. Locklear in turn congratulated Bühler for his accomplishments.
You successfully executed KFOR's primary mission of contributing to the maintenance of a safe and secure environment in Kosovo.
Locklear also welcomed Draves to the command and addressed some of the challenges that lie ahead. Petty Officer Jen LeBeau, Pristina, Kosovo.
During the past decade, the United States and its military has adapted to terror threats and attacks. Army Sergeant Robert Quintero tells us how soldiers and firefighters in Vicenza, Italy stay ready to deal with these possible threats.
No matter how small a biochemical threat may seem, service members and their communities are making it a point to be prepared. Vicenza's military community and fire department are constantly training to protect and react to biochemical threats and accidents, and recently pulled out all the stops. One medic from U.S. Army Garrison Vicenza's Health Center said the training has opened up new avenues.
So basically what we're doing is we're learning how to set up the system, how to operate all the equipment, and in the process for running contaminated patients through the system, decontaminate them, and get them back out to a clean side.
LeMay also said the decontamination training will help his team get ready for Vicenza's large-scale training exercise known as Lion's Shake. Army Sergeant Robert Quintero, Vicenza, Italy.
And while the first responders stay ready in Vicenza, a few select sailors at NSA Suda Bay are learning how to defeat terrorism before it happens. Petty Officer Sabrina Parker has a story.
14 sailors from NSA Suda Bay's Security Department attended the Anti-Terrorism Officer course. Senior Chief Petty Officer James Mears from the Security Training Assessment Team out of Sigonella gave the training.
It's a 3-year refresher for all individuals who want to become an anti-terrorism officer for their base.
This week-long course is a PowerPoint-based training with hands-on tabletop scenarios. It covers facts and procedures that an anti-terrorism officer must follow.
Most people in our field, they know this is a forever changing threat that we have that's always coming into us, so they know to adapt on a daily basis.
Petty Officer Second Class Christopher Parrish is one of those sailors who understands the need to adapt.
Obviously, a lot more stuff to come up with anti-terrorism force protection, so it's a lot of knowledge that we're getting out of it. Glad I got signed up for it.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy the job that I have. That's why I chose to go to NCIS.
For AFN, I'm Petty Officer Sabrina Parker.
Looking for a nice government job? The key to landing it will hinge on how effective your resume is written. Petty Officer Brendan Morgan takes us to Rota, Spain for a class on how to get a leg up on your future federal employment.
Finding a job in this economy can be tough. At this federal resume workshop at Naval Station Rota, Spain, job seekers are learning the ropes of landing a government job.
Now, we use GS. Not too many people are used to writing in the federal resume format, so they'll usually have their standard one-page business resume, which doesn't quite fit the bill for the federal side of the house.
Steinheimer says tailoring your resume to the job you're seeking can increase your chances of being hired.
That's what that means. If you've got all of your jobs listed in one easy-to-find document, then when that job comes up that you really want, it's a matter of going into your master resume, picking out the highlights of that based on the skill sets that you need for that job, and then cutting and pasting.
Petty Officer Brendan Morgan, Rota, Spain.
Stay with us. We'll show you how the recent soldier ride is much more than just an American event. Welcome back to the AFN Europe Report. On Monday, we told you about the first ever soldier ride held in Europe. The event is part of the Wounded Warrior Project and is designed to raise money and awareness for our wounded warriors. But it's not just an American event. Army Sergeant Chad Hyland tells us how the program also reaches out to our coalition troops.
The Wounded Warrior Project came to Europe for its first time ever. Hosting the soldier ride not only raises money for the group, but it also gives injured soldiers a chance to get out and ride. This event was special, and not just for being the first.
We had coalition forces, the people that are with us that help us, do the things we need to do in this global war on terrorism. Today we had the Georgians, Romanians, and some Germans that came out and rode with. And today they weren't Georgians, Romanians, they were wounded warriors, and they were part of 48 other wounded warriors.
One of these soldiers was Georgian Army Senior Lieutenant George Arabuli, who was injured in Iraq this past June.
They taking great care on me. I'm Georgian guy, I represent the Georgian Army, but we are same all of here. So the best guys are working here.
A lot of folks back in the States, they know about the sacrifices that our soldiers are making, but they don't realize that there are coalition partners, especially within the European theater, within EUCOM, that are making the same sacrifices that we are.
The project helps give soldiers what they want most, a normal life.
It's a family. It's a big family.
Army Staff Sergeant Chad Hyland, Basen, Germany.
Troops aren't the only ones exercising in the great outdoors. The trees are changing colors and the days are getting shorter. That means the beginning of soccer season. Army Sergeant Susan Noga takes us to Camp Darby, Italy, where youth soccer is in full swing.
Soccer marks the beginning of fall for Camp Darby youth. This year, the Youth Soccer League in Italy begins September 17th.
It's really cool out here. We have so many kids this year. We're going to be traveling a lot to Vincenza, and it's just really fun. You get to hang out with your friends while also getting a workout so you can lose a couple pounds. It's really energizing, and it's really fun.
At this age, it's more about learning the fundamentals than it is about competition.
We're practicing the basic soccer skills right now, teaching them the techniques, the 1-2 pass, how to shoot, working with the goalkeepers, and we're teaching them teamwork and discipline.
Karatonov also said that along with fundamentals, support will be a major motivator.
All of our games are on Saturdays. If you want to drive to Vicenza, go ahead. We need all the support we can get. Typical day is 5 a.m. We get on the bus and travel to Vicenza. We will have a home game in Livorno here on Camp Darby. The more supporters we get, the better the kids will do.
Coach says game dates and times will be announced at a later date. I'm Army Sergeant Susan Noga, Camp Darby, Italy.
And while the kids at Camp Darby are honing their skills on the soccer pitch, so are the boys and girls over in Rota, Spain. Seaman Derek Cushman shows us how soccer gives children the opportunity to stay active while developing skills in teamwork and leadership.
These kids are kicking into gear for a game that's active and develops skills. MWR at Naval Station Rota is getting children ready for the upcoming youth soccer season.
We come out, we teach them the fundamentals, spend a lot of time on fundamentals, passing, making correct shots, basic rules of the game. The program here at MWR, all the sports programs at MWR are phenomenal.
Kids learn about setting goals to stay active.
Keeps you healthy, and you just have fun hanging out, fun with the games. It's not like you're going to win a big trophy at the end of each one. Just do it for fun and learning.
They get to experience an exciting game and team building skills through the program. Seaman Derek Cushman, Rota, Spain.
If you miss a story in tonight's newscast, you can check out our website at afneurope.net. And it's the place where you can see all the stories that had aired on tonight's broadcast. Also, while you're there, be sure to hit up our Facebook and Twitter pages. Coming up, an Air Force recruit gets an in-your-face look at what awaits them in boot camp. We'll explain after the break.
Sir, what? Sir, training was reporting in his orders, sir.
Every Tuesday, the Exchange releases new DVDs and CDs at their Power Zone. This week, look for the complete Star Wars saga. You can catch all the lightsabers and epic space battles on beautiful Blu-ray. Also out this week is Season 2 of Gleek. Gleek out to all 22 episodes of the highly acclaimed musical show. A true Gleek will pick it up on Blu-ray. For the complete list of new releases and great shopping deals, visit shopmyexchange.com. That's your DVD Unwrapped. I'm Army Sergeant Josh Dwyer.
A trip to Africa should be memorable, but only for the right reasons. Malaria is a threat across the continent, but you can protect your health by taking your anti-malarial medications, using insect repellent, and sleeping under a mosquito net. Make good decisions when it comes to your health.
Hi, I'm Jill Biden, Second Lady of the United States. I just want to say hello to all our servicemen and women and their families around the world, especially in Iraq and Afghanistan. We love you. Thank you for what you're doing.
Welcome back to the AFN Europe Report. Air Force recruits in the delayed entry program are mostly finishing up their senior year in high school before they ship off to boot camp. A few recruits in Kaiserslautern, Germany recently got a sneak peek at what awaits them as they get an in-your-face look at the early stages of Air Force life.
Snap it up. It started as a normal commander's call, practicing drill and customs and courtesies. But in a few minutes, these recruits waiting to ship out are going to walk across Ramstein Air Base for a visit from 3 former MTIs.
I don't think they kind of really comprehend just how intense the TIs can and will get with them. You know?
Sir, what? Sir, training was reporting in his orders, sir. Reporting in? What are you reporting into? McDonald's?
It's not personal. It's just a way to get to them to think about what their future's going to be.
Like, ooh, they got to do something. Yeah, keep laughing. Go ahead.
Base is going to be hard.
And you wore those shoes. I'm talking to you. You should be looking at me.
Take it as a learning experience. It's not about the individual. It's not about your personality. It's about getting you through as a team.
I think it's really helpful, and it's a good advantage that we're going to have.
Eventually, the yelling turned into mentoring, as the MTIs gave the recruits words of advice and encouragement to prepare them for
basic. Why would I want to break you down? I've only got 8.5 weeks to build you up then.
I think this is a great opportunity for them to actually experience some of what they're going to be dealing with.
I don't want to go this stuff.
That's the biggest thing, is be prepared. And then when you're prepared, you know, part of that is having discipline.
From Ramstein Air Base, I'm Airman First Class Shane Mitchell.
Sir, training advance.
That's all the time we have for this evening. Thanks for watching and have a good night.